Hi, I'm Sasha, welcome to my channel, and I'm a sex coach. Oh God, so when I think about things that I'd like to share with you through this channel, the first thing that comes to my mind is pleasure, and why pleasure is so important. So I want to tell you a story. Did you like stories? Because I love stories. Oh, my favorite story related to pleasure is the story of Demeter. You know Demeter? The goddess of the earth for the Greeks. So she had this beautiful daughter, Persephone, who happened to fall in love with the bad guy of Olympus, with Hades. You know, the sexy, dark, tall, handsome god of death and the underworld. Because who doesn't fall for the bad guy, right? So Persephone had the choice between Apollo, the seductive god, and Hades, the dark, handsome, tall, mysterious guy, and she went for him because, of course. So this meant that Persephone would have to get away with him, leaving her mother, Demeter, heartbroken and sad. So Demeter was looking for her daughter through all the earth, crying her eyes out, until she had no strength left. And she got to this well when she started just pouring her heart out through her tears, when some beautiful, voluptuous goddess got to her. She had just this part of her body, her breasts, that were her eyes, big eyes, well, medium size in this case. She had her beautiful, voluptuous hips, and she would be speaking through her vulva, and she would be dancing and moving and shaking and laughing and just having one moan at a time, like of joy, and moving again and dancing again, and just her vision was so breathtaking, so magnetic, that Demeter just started laughing, and for a moment she forgot her pain. She started just watching this beautiful entity in front of her, dancing, shaking, moving, laughing, playing, and she forgot her pain, and she started to heal. There was this deep laugh that came from her underbelly, deep, profound laugh that came as she saw this energy, this presence. She just started laughing, just laughing, just this healing laughter. Her sorrows away. She laughed her sorrows away for a moment. But that moment was enough to give her clarity. And with that clarity, she took a deep breath and started looking for her daughter again. But now with a clear mind, with a lighter heart, and with more power. So she would eventually negotiate with the bad boy of Olympus to get her daughter back at least half of the year. So who was this beautiful, magnificent entity that she saw? She saw Baubo. Baubo is the raw sexual energy, the raw, sexiest aspect of femininity and playfulness and joy and orgasm and pleasure. And for me, Baubo has represented, ever since I heard this story, this healing capacity that sexuality has. And of course, I didn't understand this story in its totality and fullness until I actually started studying to become a sex coach. Enter the Institute of Tantric Integrated Sexuality. So I started studying and healing and working on my own sexuality. And that's where I discovered that my true power, my true essence, my true self-love, my true core self was lying there dormant beneath my waist, in the same part that Baubo has. There she was, just waiting for me to pay attention to her. There she was, Baubo was waiting for me to look at her, to listen to her, to embody her. And it's deep inside of all of us. It's what we call pussy, what we call Shakti, what we call the Johnny. And this energy, this raw, powerful, beautiful sexual energy, is such a power that makes us feel alive in all aspects and moments of life. It's not about just sex. It's not about that coitus. It's about the way in which we approach life. And that, it's what pleasure means to me. The way in which I approach life. Doesn't mean that I am all the time like, you know, like a Greek goddess, enjoying my grapes and my hot guys just around me, you know. I wish, but I'm not. It means that every moment that I live, every sorrow, every struggle, every morning that I have to take my kids to school, every freaking day that I have to clean the poop of my cats, or that I have to just live life, I approach that day from a place of pleasure and power. And that's what I want you to learn. That's what I want to transmit. That is a road that I took that hasn't been easy. No, hasn't been easy. There is a lot in there, keeping that energy. But if we work on it, there are so many sweet rewards in there for us. So I want to offer you this channel for you to ask me questions, for us to talk, to have these conversations about this magnetic, beautiful energy of Baubo, the pussy, sex. I want you to learn how to embrace your life this way, because I am convinced that if we all do, there's going to be a major shift. The most powerful energy in the world is sexual energy. So what if we just learn to embrace it from a place of healing, from a place of love and understanding and consciousness? And so with this story, I start my channel today. Welcome to my channel, and here I'm going to share with you whatever sexual knowledge that I might have, whatever sexy, spicy thing that you might want to learn about. Let's just make it our space to share. I might eventually get somewhere nicer to transmit from, but let's just let's just give it the green flag and start with it. Welcome, and please subscribe, and let's start creating something awesome here.